Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am your New Generation Rising General Manager Tom Jerkin, welcoming you to the official video to announce the card for NGR Second Surrender. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching, and of course before we start the video I would like to make an apology to everybody. Obviously I did say this video would be releasing Monday, but I was very sick and I was very bedridden and my voice wasn't too good, and of course, you know, I couldn't do it. But today is the day and I was going to get it out, and of course ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get down to business. We're going to announce the card right now. Waste no time, let's get in ladies and gentlemen. We've got 10 big matches coming September 30th. So let's pass it on to the first match, the Pretty Boys versus the Coates Dynasty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this feud all started on NGR episode 6 when the Pretty Boys made their debut, and of course the Coates Dynasty came out and attacked them, obviously looking to prove themselves, and they have been having a lot of problems on Warfare over the last couple of weeks, and of course they look to end it at Second Surrender. However, ladies and gentlemen, I have put in a very special stipulation for this. Whichever team wins this match will receive a Tag Team Championship contender shot. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the team who wins this match will receive a chance at the Tag Team Championships on the very next episode. Look out for that match. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, our second match will be RAUL SANCHEZ'S Open Challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, the newly debuted RAUL Sanchez been making waves here in New Generation Rising ever since debuting on the 8th episode, and of course defeating PK Baylor. He was featured in the Sudden Death 6 Battle Royal with a chance of getting into the Fatal 4-Way to earn #1 contendership to Tommy Fent's World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, he did not win that. However, he did request that he have a match at Second Surrender, which I was actually more than happy to oblige. You know, RAUL Sanchez is a very good competitor, and I want to give more of our newly debuted talent a chance. He'll be going up against a mystery opponent anyone from the NGR locker room can accept. Our third match, ladies and gentlemen, pits the Dark Red Warrior himself, HR Xavier, against the Demon of the Mist, Enenro. Ladies and gentlemen, on Warfare just a couple of days ago, HR Xavier defeated Ryan Stylen with help from Buddy Murphy, and of course demanded that he have a match on the Second Surrender card, and that challenge was answered by the Demon of the Mist and Enenro, who we have not seen in a very, very long time. And of course these two will be facing off in this match. Obviously both these two competitors have a lot to prove in this match. Obviously want to prove themselves and want to make sure they can get, you know, a higher place on the card in New Generation Rising. The fourth match, ladies and gentlemen, will be the greatest of all time, Randy Wilson versus the savior of pro wrestling himself, Drax Saban. This match has been up in the air, ladies and gentlemen, after Warfare a couple of days ago. Randy Wilson went backstage and attacked Drax Saban in the locker room, and I thought that Drax Saban was injured from that attack, but Drax Saban, he wanted to get his hands on Randy Wilson at Second Surrender, and I've given him that chance. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, since you know these two, they want to battle anywhere, let's give them that type of freedom, because we're going to be having a no holds barred match. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, no rules and anything goes. A perfect match for these two who need to bury this vicious rival. The fifth match of the night, ladies and gentlemen, will be the leader of Order, Martin Lucifer, taking on Rob Zenith. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the scary, intimidating, the frightening leader of Order, Martin Lucifer. Of course, this feud started when Rob Zenith won his match on episode 7 of Warfare, and Martin Lucifer wanted Rob Zenith to join Order. Zenith would refuse, and of course Martin Lucifer did not take that very, very well. Rob Zenith will of course return the favour on Warfare a couple of days ago, costing Martin Lucifer of the NGR World Heavyweight Championship against Tommy Fenn. And of course, I don't know what is going through the mind of Martin Lucifer, of just absolutely, such things he wants to do to Rob Zenith, whatever it is. I don't want to know about it, and let's just hope that this match ends with at least Zenith walking out of the arena. Our sixth match, ladies and gentlemen, is a bit more of a personal feud here. The Blood Brothers versus Technician 2. Now, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, the Blood Brothers did take on Technician 2 in their debut. They cheated in that match, using steel chairs on Jared Blake, and then Jack and Cody would use a steel chair on David Sterling, injuring his right shoulder. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, history will repeat itself when they would do it again. Technician 2 would return the favour. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, can I just say it's not been the most successful run for Technician 2 ever since their loss to Doom and Demise at Awakening for the NGR Tag Team Championships. So this is obviously a match that they need to win, that they need to prove themselves in, but the Blood Brothers also have a lot to prove themselves in this match. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this will be the final encounter between the two teams and their just blood feud, pardon the pun there, that they have been having over the last couple of weeks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into our championship matches. Of course, our first one will be for the Evolution Championship, as Ryan Style and Stubbs will verse the best kept secret, Buddy Murphy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, as you know, Ryan Style won the Evolution Champion by beating Alex Nova at Awakening after, of course, Jay Ross would interfere in that match. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Style now will defend that championship against the best kept secret, Buddy Murphy. Of course, these two have been having their problems over the last couple of weeks of Warfare. The most recent example of this was on the last episode of Warfare that just happened when HR Xavier defeated Ryan Style, all because Buddy Murphy distracted Ryan. I can't imagine that these two are on good terms, and I think this whole rivalry between these two is finally going to explode at Second Surrender, and there is a lot on the line this one, ladies and gentlemen. The Evolution Championship on the line. Obviously, Ryan has not won a match ever since getting that Evolution Championship, and this is a match that he obviously desperately needs to win if he needs to prove himself that he is a true champion here in New Generation Rising. The next match, ladies and gentlemen, will be for the Tag Team Championships, as Doom and Demise will verse the Beast of Birmingham. And ladies and gentlemen, I am excited for this one. This is going to be one hell of a big, hot battle. So these two teams, they're bloodthirsty, they're hungry for those NGR Tag Team Champions. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I've decided to spice things up a bit, make this match a bit more interesting, and that's why this match will be a Tornado Tag Team match. That's right, a Tornado Tag Team match. Obviously, the tag team environment is very different. In a Tornado Tag, you know, people can be in the ring, people can be on the outside, people can go anywhere. Of course, it will all end up in the ring. So this is going to be a very interesting match between these four huge men, nonetheless. And your semi-main event, ladies and gentlemen, will be the Women's Champion Andromeda defending her women's title against Miyamari, Metal Maiden, and Brandy Lee. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, Andromeda recently defended her title against the Rebel, Rachel Sampson, in that grueling Extreme Rules match on NGR Warfare Episode 8. So, there could be a slight disadvantage for her. She might be still injured for that match. I mean, there were tables, suplexes to the outside of the ring, people going through announce tables, steel steps were used. I mean, it was one hell of a match. But also, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, in a fatal 4-way, this could be good for Andromeda. You know, maybe the three other opponents, me, Metal, Maiden, and Brandy Lee, kind of fight it out while she just sits out on the outside, you know. But this obviously, you know, cuts her chances in half. You know, there's 4 women this time in this match. You know, she has to take out 3 women, not 1 woman, not one Rachel Sampson. She has to take out 3 other women in this match. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I've decided to spice things up a little bit in this match. Not only will this be a fatal 4-way, this will be a fatal 4-way elimination match. And this is going to be interesting to say the least. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the match that everybody's eagerly waiting to see. The main event. Title versus career. Tommy Next Gen Fenn versus DeAndre Steele for the NGR World Heavyweight Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an absolute amazing match. We've already seen these two fight at Awakening, as you know, but this is a match that not only does the title matter the most, but somebody's wrestling career. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, on the last episode of Warfare, DeAndre Steele said to Tommy Fenn that if he lost this match, he would leave New Generation Rising. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll repeat that again. He will leave New Generation Rising, and oh my god, I mean, this could be the last match we could ever see of DeAndre here in New Generation Rising. I mean, where would he go? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely have an answer to that question. You know, as you know, he lost that match against Tyranny on Saturday Night Thunder, and I think there's still a lot of bad blood there. But ladies and gentlemen, you know, Tommy Fenn, he wants to send DeAndre off, but what if DeAndre wins this match, ladies and gentlemen? You know, DeAndre has been some sort of a unstoppable Superman as of late, you know, injured in the Fatal 4-Way match to determine the number 1 contender for Tommy Fenn's World Heavyweight Championship, and DeAndre won that against 3 other men injured, and that puts him up on a level beyond anybody now, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, Tommy Fenn, you know, he defeated DeAndre once, but can he do it again? Was it just a fluke, you know? Did DeAndre not take Tommy Fenn as seriously in that match? Is that just another bluff? Who knows? This match has so much mystery surrounding it, and we will find out the result come September 30th on Second Surrender, whether DeAndre will stay, whether DeAndre will leave, whether Tommy Fenn will hold on to that World Heavyweight Championship, or whether he will finally lose that championship after so many open challenges to, of course, all the men he has defeated over the last couple of episodes of Warfare. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your 10 big matches coming up for Second Surrender. If anything changes, be sure to keep an eye out on this channel. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to know more or would like to keep update on news regarding all of New Generation Rising, remember, you can follow us on Twitter at NGR Wrestling. And ladies and gentlemen, we will see you September 30th for Second Surrender. Thank you very much. This is Tom Jerkin, your NGR General Manager. Have a fantastic week.